there everyone, I am Shivani and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about few things that help me spring up whenever I feel low and unmotivated. So here are top 10 things that are genuinely helping me to stay productive while studying or working from home. So without further ado, let's go. I'm not sure if you guys have ever been told to do this, but let me tell you, it does work. To be honest, I usually don't use my phone for at least 1 or sometimes even 3 hours after I wake up. I rather like to use that time, in fact that golden hour, just with myself.
How it really works out is that seeing the phone first thing in the morning means I will go through all the news or social media notifications that pops up. Basically, all that's been happening while I was asleep. Now it's good to stay updated, but not as the first activity of the day.
The news channels and sometimes even the social media is not filled with great news these days, which means that when I'm going through those notifications, I am just consuming all that negativity, and that to the first thing in the morning. And we might not realize it, but that negativity stays with us, stays in our subconscious mind, and then affects the productivity of our entire day.
Also, when we pick up our phone, a lot of you would agree that we just end up scrolling mindlessly. There's a good Insta post, then there's a promising movie trailer, then an interesting news, and just on and on. We end up spending a few minutes on bed, and sometimes it turns into hours. All this before even starting the day, and that's not helpful at all.
I am really into organizing and planning tasks. If there is something which is in my head, if there is an idea, if there is something that I have to do, it has to come out on paper, otherwise I will just forget about it. So what I do is I like to start my day with something small and easy. I make up my bed, I clean my workstation, I reply to those emails, the easy no-brainer ones, or in case of studying, it can be just study or complete that one simple topic. The whole catch is that it doesn't have to be about big and fancy goals, because they tend to be intimidating and then it becomes very difficult to continue.
If there is a big goal, I divide it into mini goals and keep a track of my progress. For example, when I want to upload a video, I don't just write my goal as upload the video. Rather, I break it into smaller goals like do keyword research, write the script, shoot the video, edit the video, do voiceover, find music, work on the thumbnail, and then upload it. So this way, when I keep on doing each step, I can keep cutting it off so I can have a sense of accomplishment.
And I think it's very important to track your progress, to actually see that I'm getting things done. So now I've written down my goals, I'm tracking my progress. So the next big thing is go through that entire list again and again so I don't lose sight of my goals.
I make weekly goals on Sunday, and then I keep revisiting them every morning and night to see how far I have come. I currently have 2 journals, one for my personal and professional stuff, and the other just for YouTube ideas and work. And one pro tip, when you have done something, you can reward yourself to get that instant gratification, and that will push you to do more.
If I have one specific place where I sleep and work or study as well, I might just never feel the distinction between the two. Imagine it will be the same place where I would like to feel my most energetic and productive self, but then also where I want to feel my calmest as well. So I might just start feeling groggy while working or really stressed while sleeping.
So one good way to keep my energy and mood intact, I have a separate place for studying and working. So this is a simple table and chair arrangement where I have my journals, pen stand, water, and a money plant. If possible, you can go for a space that's a little farther from your bed, or maybe a separate room altogether.
Having a separate area for work helps me switch my brain accordingly and give 100% at work. Another thing that I like to do is to have my workstation clean, because I feel that a cleaner space and tidy space keeps my mind tidy as well. Also, when I'm calling it a day, it's a small thing that I do, that I close all my running tabs, I log out of my mailbox, I neatly pack all my calls and close my laptop. So the next day when I start a new day, it should feel like a fresh new beginning.
Few weeks ago, I got into this really bad habit where I would just get up, open my laptop, and start working. Few days into it, I realized that it's not doing anyone any good. My productivity was low and I was cranky almost the entire day. Yes, we have the luxury of reaching our office or college in a second, but there still needs to be a schedule to switch on your work or study mode so that the mind knows what to do and how to react.
I think it's very important to have a schedule and something that can be followed with a little push. I mean, something that is achievable. And now that we all are working or studying from home, we don't necessarily have to take a shower or have breakfast or commute to work. So I think personally, following and having a schedule for myself has really impacted my productivity a lot, except just on really good weather days when I just don't want to work at all. They say sitting is the new smoking. Not quite literally, but I would say it has its own share of harmful effects. So I don't work endlessly for hours. Rather, I like to take few mini breaks in between. So where I would just go out and chit chat with mama, or I would listen to my favorite songs in between meetings, or I would just go out, admire the plants in the garden. Just anything to take my mind off work for some time.
One specific time when I feel groggy is right after I have my lunch around 3 to 4 pm. So I sometimes just put a table above my table and stand and work. That instantly gets me in the mood of go, go, go. Also good for digestion. I also stretch many times while working and do a little chair yoga sometimes. And whenever I take calls, which I do a lot because I'm in the business team, I put my phone on speaker and I just walk and talk. The more I get distracted by my phone in general or social media, the more my productivity reduces. So I tend to not use my phone at all when I'm working. I use it only during the mini breaks I take, and that too I avoid doing it on my chair, but rather go to a different room for it. Also, I have an app on my phone. It's called Digital Wellbeing, and what it does is that it tells me the split of my screen time, apps that I have been using the most, number of unlocks of that particular day, etc. I have put a timer of 3 hours on my Insta and YouTube, post which the app just gets temporarily blocked. In short, this app helps me stay away from my other apps.
Working from home tends to blur the lines between work and personal life. Few months ago, I read a post on Insta. It said something like, now we're not working from home, but we're living at work. My God, we're literally living in crazy times.
So as a part of my schedule, I deliberately close my laptop around 7 pm. And this has two benefits. One, my mind knows that things have to be finished before 7, so my productivity increases during the day. And second, almost every day I am able to meet the deadline except on days when something urgent comes up at the last moment. And then I have ample amount of time to do what I love after I finish my work. It can be journaling, working on my videos, or spending time with my family. It's definitely a win-win situation for me.
In general, I am not a person who reaches out a lot. So that is something that I've been working on during this lockdown. And I'm deliberately trying to reach out to my friends, at least 2 or 3 of them every week. And I have a schedule for that as well.
I call them around 7:30 pm, which is my time when I sip my green tea and take my evening walk on my terrace. I think it's very important to have something to look forward to after work, so we're excited to wrap up and also have a fulfilling personal life.
Over the years, I have lost touch with people who I felt had some sort of negative vibes or were just trying to pull me down. Rather, I have been attracted towards people who are constantly pushing me to do better and just expanding my knowledge in any way. And I think being around people who are motivating in some way has become a great factor of how my mood is going to be or how I feel about life in general. There's a quote by Jim Rohn that says, you are the average of 5 people you spend your most time with. And I truly believe in that. Whenever I feel low and lethargic, I listen to motivational podcasts and motivational speeches. It works like magic. At least it does to me. And it is like an instant booster that fills me up with great energy.
There are hundreds and thousands of influencers, authors, coaches who are talking about a lot of amazing things like self-love, personal growth, gratitude, daily hustle, never give up attitude. But I truly believe that we as individuals need to find that one voice that just clicks with us the most. I have read many authors and have listened to a lot of people, but the way Robin Sharma drives me, nobody does. So I urge you to find the Robin Sharma of your life.
Also, these people can be someone you know personally. It can be your friends, family, colleagues, mentors, anyone. Imagine if just calling out, reaching out to somebody could make you believe in yourself, could give you the strength to fight your battles and also to have the determination to win them. Which is why exactly having positive people in your life can be life changing. I have saved the best one for the last. Now, for a lot of us, being motivated is about being motivated to do something. We always want to be on the go.
We want to finish reading a book. We want to travel to that place. We want to finish that office task. We are constantly ticking things off our list and trying to be happy about it.
But in the process, what also happens is that we are drained. We become exhausted. We forget to stop and recharge ourselves, and which is why our batteries die faster.
So I make it a point to rest my mind and body. And rest just does not mean to go off to sleep, but to rather stay aware and not do anything. To just observe what's going on inside my mind and in the outside world, to just absorb things as they are.
If meditation sounds tricky, just sit in a comfortable position and take deep breaths. Just observe all the thoughts that are passing by without thinking about them too much or judging them, and just relax. You can also indulge in some self-care routines if that helps you to calm down. I promise it will brighten your day and will definitely push you to do more. So those were my tips and tricks to stay motivated. But please understand and accept that it's very difficult to stay motivated all the time. It's so rare, it just might be a myth. So the thing is that the graph is never constant. It's never like a straight line. There's always gonna be ups and downs, but that also shows that you are alive, correct? So everyone, and I mean everyone except those few people who have attained moksha, always are going to have days when they feel low and sad and unmotivated, and that's absolutely fine. The whole idea is to not get stuck and come out of the situation. One last thing that I want to mention is about something that I read a few days ago. It's called the locus of control, which is basically the degree of control we have over our life. It can be external factors like people, their opinions, situations, etc. It can also be internal factors like hard work, perseverance, etc. And time and again it has been proved that people who have internal locus of control, which means that people who think that whatever happens in their life, they have the complete control over it and they are responsible for whatever happens, those are the people who always manage to stay motivated. So think about it, try to find your internal locus of control, let me know if it worked. You guys know the drill. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below whatever you think of it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell icon to stay notified. I'll see you soon in another video. Until then, do whatever makes you happy. Bye-bye.